Hi guys, this is Romit from TradeRunner. I'll take you to the onboarding steps just after you have registered to TradeRunner. So I'm logging in with a test account which is just created. What you would need to do is uh, either watch the video for the onboarding, or as I'm mentioning, you can go to the continue step tab and follow the steps there. So I have already given the company details for this particular account. So for you, you would be taken to the company details where you would need to give the company name, email, etc. And you can also give the location details here. We create one location, but we don't give the details like state, city, and so on and so forth. So these things can be taken care of. You can go to add other details and give your GST registration number and these details. You can give some product category here. For example, if you are into electrical wires, then your category could be, something like wires, switch. Would also be fittings. Right. Well, let's say these three category of products you have, so you can add the categories. You can add the brand of products you are selling. For example, it could be, Bajaj. Let's say Salo, and then so on and so forth. And then you have the price list. We handle 3 price lists, so no need to do anything here. You have the text types. Text types can be given with respect to product, and you are entering the product, so you can give the text types there. And we give some payment methods by default. Currency, we select the default currency what you select at the time of registration and put it here. If you want to change the currency, you can come here and change it. So the currency, whatever you change here, will reflect in your invoices and bills, but it will not convert. So we don't handle multi-currency as of now. And then you have the stock adjustment reasons, unit of measurement. So these are some of the configurations which we have on the site. You can come back to the continue setup. So as you can see, 2 steps are already done. Third step is to add some suppliers and customers. So let's go ahead and add a supplier. Let's say we call it Arvind Supplies. Company code is something which is unique to a company. The name of 2 companies may be same, so we basically look for company code. Phone number, you can give a dummy number right now. Contact person, let's say is the contact person. The company email address, you can give, say, my email address here. And you can give the address. For example, it could be like this and save it off. So you created one supplier. Similarly, you can go ahead and create one customer. Let's say one of your customers is Manu Enterprises. It's a business customer and contact person is Manu. You can initially you can go ahead and give only the required fields. Obviously, it's up to you what all fields you want to put in. You can always give company GST number if you have, and then as I mentioned, the address. So here it's India, and let's say I'm giving some address for this customer of mine. So based on this address, it will reflect in your bill. And you can also give uh, the other details like default price list. So I am taking as the retail price here, and the location, we have only one stock location right now, so that gets selected automatically. And then select payment method and then cash, then we submit it off. So we created one supplier and one customer. If you go to the setup, you will see that your contacts got created. Now you need to add your products. So the way to do that is to come to the product section and import the products through the CSV. You can download the sample file and upload it in the same format so that multiple products with variants can get uploaded. Okay, so let me download and show you. So here one row means one variant. So you have to give details of one variant here and upload it for multiple variants in one go. That is one way of entering your product information. Another way is to add products on the fly here. So let's say copper wire and SKU is supplier is unknown. Category is buyers. You can create category here also. And let's say the brand of wire which I'm selling is the Judge brand. And let's say size is different sizes come. So let's say it is basically I can here give the tags here based on sizes and color. Based on these tags, it will create the variant names as we will see in the next section. So let's say the buy price is 100, wholesale price is 140, and retail price is 160. Opening price is nothing but the price on April 1 of the financial year. Let's say you have purchased the product software in the month of July. So opening price will be the price of this product in the month of April. Maybe it was less at that time. So, so we will calculate uh, the um, value of the stock at that point in time. And let's say opening stock you have 30 in stock, and all these other details you can keep them as default. Reorder level is something which will help you to restock your products based on this reorder level. And if I go to the submit section, it creates 4 variants for me, and here I can change the stock for these 4 variants depending on the stock for each variant and the opening price. So for 200, maybe the price may be on the maybe little different. So like this, I can add the price. Submit it off. Then so basically what I have done is I have created one product with 4 variants in that in one go. And if you will, and basically your setup has been done, because the continue setup a tab has now gone away. That means whatever you had to set up, you have done. If you have to import anything from your e-commerce stores, let's say Shopify, you can configure here and give the details. It will do a OAuth authentication and import the products and orders from Shopify along with the customer details, and all your initially needed configurations would be set in that case. And then you can start off with creation of your sales orders and purchase orders and so on and so forth. So for uh, looking at the sales and purchase workflow, we have created separate videos under the same uh, playlist. So do watch those videos if you have any doubts with respect to the different modules like sales workflow, which consists of ordering and invoicing, shipments, payments received, credit notes, purchases, and its different sub modules. Similarly, stock control, stock transfers, and stock adjustments. Um, we have different reports too, which give you some idea of what your products are doing, how they are doing with respect to different customers and stock and so on and so forth. So I would wind up this onboarding video. Hope you could understand what you need to do to set your system up for using it on a day-to-day basis. You can always contact support by clicking on support and raising a ticket, and we'll be in touch with you shortly. So thank you very much.